It's the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to the air in the first play. The pocket breaking down. Makes the ground. It's Marsh. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Checks this down to the running back. Makes the ground, but doesn't get much. He's going to be ruled down short of the marker.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught on the outside. It's Stewart.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And the Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. They keep him guessing with a run. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Defense is coming after it. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Pulls it in. It's Morgan. That costly penalty gives the offense a new set of downs. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. First down, looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to pass here on second down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He makes the grab. Tackle made quickly at the 9, but now it's 1st and goal.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Wolverines, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes a handoff. He finds some space. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
On the move now. With the catch, Big Smith. And he's shoved out of bounds for the defense short of the first down marker.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to throw it again. Grab near the sticks. It's strong. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Handoff here from the shotgun. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And there's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Looking to pass, it's Sayin. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking deep to the right side. Makes the grab downfield for a huge gain on the right. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. They'll hand it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And that's a solid game for the defense able to bring it down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's going to take off. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Well, he didn't get much, but you know what? He got just enough that he needed to get the first down. The pressure came, but they allowed him to escape just enough to be able to get to the sideline to get out of bounds and picked up that first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Tries the right with a quick throw. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Bringing pressure. Finds his man. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in his game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Trying for a 4th down completion. He fires downfield. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
They'll run it here. breaking free at the 35. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
That's caught. It's Smith. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the back.
Headed for the end zone. No stopping on that run. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll leave the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Pressure is coming. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And in first down, they go right back to him. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Here's the second down play. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Michigan.
The This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. The sure hands. It's strong. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's how I'm going to bring up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. Timeout is called. Talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Here's a target, and it's complete. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. He knocks it through with confidence. And with that, they retake the lead. Meadow's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop them. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Quick completion to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. The completion sets up a second down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Gets the first and still running. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. First down and 10 now. There's the handoff. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
To throw, it's Sayin. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Takes the handoff again. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
He's got it near the end zone. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for a first down and goal.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. And you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with the secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Third down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. Quarterback, pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ohio State. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. Ball handed off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. He's got it in the open. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from the slot receiver on this drag route. But a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain. See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42. And the Wolverines will come to the line to run the hurry up. Dumps it down to the back.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down after that completion. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Third and short here in this playoff game. The 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Takes a deep shot on the move. Makes the catch downfield. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Second down, they're going to throw it. And the receivers got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Wolverines. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the fourth quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. And here's the handoff. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The sure hands. It's strong. You stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting closer to midfield.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Second down play coming up for this offense. To the air, it's Sayin. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. Tackle, but first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
From the shotgun, handoff inside, and he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. Put that out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Finally throws it deep down the left side. He lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
At this point late in the game, you've got to be willing to take some risks, and this quarterback understands that. He puts the ball up in a one-on-one matchup, trusts his receiver. Receiver battles, comes down with a big catch. It pays off. Now let's see if they can put points up on the board.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a first and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. The pocket breaking down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Pounding away with the run game. Well, they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here. Here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
On the move now. Looking for the wideout. Picked off, a crucial turnover. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead? Taking a chance, and it backfires.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. And the offense produce some magic. Off play action. He's looking to throw. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
He goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
It's first and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Wolverines. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Chris, we've watched this offense all year make plays and come up with drives like this to give their team a chance to win football games. And now we are the biggest stage of the year, and they come up with one more touchdown to give them the lead here.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back. It's Sayan. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. They need to score quickly here. Trying to dial up some big plays. On first and 10, looking to throw. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Well, you got one final shot still. I don't know if he can get it all the way to the end zone. Hey, but miracles can happen.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. And a timeout is taken, just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. You've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking deep for late game heroics. And that last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over. That's a great performance in a pressure moment. But now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the national